Do you like salad? You want salad too?
Bailey's also interested in dinner. But you already had your dinner. Yeah, she wants more dinner. Ready to leave Ballet Bay. Another great stay here.
Yeah, it was cool. A good. I mean, we had intentions of going to someplace else, and this was our backup plan, and which is why I like to do a little planning and have a plan B. So that I
think that was directed at me.
It was directed at you. But yeah, then we can call an audible and just go to the next stop. This is a great, nice little anchorage.
Yeah, it's great. The depths are good. It's like in the 30-foot thing, so we get a good fight with the anchor. I don't have to, back up too much. There's a good spot here. If we go over here where someone had tied a cable around that rock, so we're not going anywhere, and they even put a little line in there so that we could hook right up to it too. And then we also found another chain further back where we also found the plaque, which that was pretty cool.
So we had there was some other boaters that had been going around the bay in a little boat, and then this morning we saw them and they were looking at something, and I thought they were looking at an animal, but when they came by I quizzed them, and they said that they that there was a plaque, that they'd been looking for a plaque that was the dedication to the girl that Ballet Bay was named after. So I'm sure Mike gave you information.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it was really cool. So a little history on where the name came from. So
it turns out the guy published Billy Proctor's book.
Right.
So he probably is a wealth of information.
Yeah, that's for sure. So we're gonna head south some more. We're gonna check out Buccaneer Bay, see how that works out. And if not, we've got a backup plan.
We do have a backup plan.
Yeah, maybe the government dock at Secret Cove. I don't know. So we're gonna fire up the engines and pull in the stern line. Away we go.
Sweet.
Cruising down Malaspina Strait, we pass the power lines that bring the power from the mainland to Vancouver Island and cut across Texade Island on their way. We arrived at Buccaneer Bay that separates North and South Thormanby Islands and has a good protection from anything but north winds. And since there were none in the forecast, we decided to anchor here near the beach. And Amy set the anchor alarm on her phone right above the anchor to get the best accuracy. Once the anchor was set, we dropped the dinghy and headed to get some beach time. And Bailey really enjoyed that.
Dinner. We're having leftover vegetables that got marinated and a little bit of lettuce with, you can't see the tomatoes. It's like a caprese. There's tomatoes and burrata and fresh basil and some balsamic. And then skewers.
From the chopping block.
Yay. Do you like salad? You want salad too?
Bailey's also interested in dinner. But you already had your dinner. Yeah, she wants more dinner.
I know, carrots are good.
The next morning, we pulled the anchor to head across the strait. Buccaneer Bay was a nice anchorage and could be a little rolly due to all the boat wakes going by the bay. But the beach is a great spot to spend an afternoon. The weather was great for a crossing with a slight beam sea that made making breakfast on our smooth glass cooktop a little bit challenging, but not impossible. And a hot breakfast always tastes better underway. We arrived in the Nanaimo area, and our plan was to anchor off Newcastle Island, or get a spot on the dock if something was available. The anchorage is pretty crowded, with many permanent liveaboards and a few derelict boats, but there were some open spots. However, there was space at the docks, so we headed there. Note that this was after Labor Day. During the high season, it's no doubt a lot tougher to get a spot, especially on the dock. Once tied up, we headed up to check out the grounds of Newcastle Island. There are several trails on the island of various lengths. Since we didn't get there until the middle of the afternoon, we took one of the shorter trails. We passed by the recreational field where you can rent kayaks, or just have a picnic and enjoy the view. We passed by some of the 18 walk-in campsites on the island. It's a quick, easy, flat loop trail. If we had more time, we'd do the longer trail around the island to the lake. Something for next time.
We got a dock, so we didn't have to launch the dinghy, but there's a Dingy Dock Pub, so we launched the dinghy.
You can access the Dingy Dock Pub with your dinghy or by launch from Nanaimo. Walking to the restaurant, I saw a mermaid that looked quite familiar. The restaurant has a nice nautical theme and the standard pub fare. There is also a nice outdoor seating section to enjoy the view. And then it was back to the boat, once the boat wakes passed through. Join us in our next episode when we once again go through Dodd Narrows. And we anchor in Pirates Cove, where we walk out to the point to check out the famous treasure chest. Then we explore the island and learn about the cult that lived there in the early 20th century. We go to Wallis Island and anchor in Princess Cove. We hike the island and find the old truck. And we check out the driftwood cabin at Conover Cove. Of course, we have to leave our mark. And we thank you for coming along for the ride, and please like and subscribe.